time for the next adventure. This one is called Belland. Not what you were thinking. It's a combination of country names. See if you can guess where we're aiming for. But right now, we've got to try and get off this ferry. Come on, let us off. We've always got to be careful when we pull out of funny angles because the back end of us is quite large, and it's the motorhome that's quite large, not my bottom, for those that, like Tom, that want to say that. Oh, I need to get used to speaking on camera again.
And not keep doing that.
And not keep doing that, as he keeps telling me. It might have only been a week for you guys, but it's been 3 months for us since we picked up a camera. Need to learn this again. Anyway, this is the exciting footage of us arriving in Dunkirk. Morning, folks. We've had a day resting, doing absolutely naffle at one of our new favourite spots. We're now driving through Dunkirk, trying to find some gas. And there isn't any. Dunkirk's run out. We've gone to all of the garages, and now we're driving, fed up with Dunkirk. We're heading towards Belgium. Let's go and see what we can find. We don't actually know where we're going. We know it's going to rain, so Tom asked for directions. We'll get on this road, drive to Belgium, see where we end up. So we've done 20 miles. Most of that was going into Dunkirk and driving around Dunkirk trying to find some gas, and we are already
on a detour.
Tom's looking at the sat nav going, oh, I like the name of that. We'll turn down there and go and have a look. Gonna go and have a look at a beach. And as we were at a show last weekend, a very wise man, very worldly travelled man said it's all about the detour. So see what we find. That was chilly. There's nothing here, everything's shut. It's still so cold. Doesn't feel like spring at all, does it?
All the restaurant tables are indoors. The indoors are open.
There's only one restaurant on the beach open, and it's so windy we actually didn't want to get the GoPro out because the sand would be inside the mechanism by now. Okay, not all deviations are exciting, but we've seen the sea again. Off to the next place. Welcome to Belgium.
Yay, we've made it. And fuel is cheaper here. Diesel's 166, not 180.
Hopefully they've got some LPG as well, otherwise we ain't having no cups of tea. Our next stop was the bustling town of Ypre, with big open squares and magnificent buildings. Today, however, most visitors to Ypre come here due to its links to the Great War. Evening, it's really cold, it's a Thursday night. We're in Ypre in Belgium, and we're at the Meningate Memorial. Built in the 1920s, there is something like 54,000 names written on this gate, and they are, bear with me while I read it, this is to whom the fortune of war denied the known and honoured burial given to their comrades in death. 54,000 names just on here. Now this was built because this is where everybody, all the soldiers, had to march through this space, out across the river, over to the war zone, the fields out there to fight.
Just imagine 54,000 names of people they couldn't find in the First World War.
Yeah.
Buried in fields, dead somewhere, never to be found.
Never to be found. But we did go into the War Graves Commission office earlier on, and apparently there's about 36 people a year on average that they manage to find and name, and they dig them up and then rebury them to give them the proper burial. That's incredible. But we're here at 8 o'clock in the evening because at 8 o'clock every single day they do, the bugler comes and sounds the last post. They close the road, and there's a ceremony here.
Every day since the 1920s when it opened.
Apart from during World War II, when it was done in Surrey in England and then returned here, but every single day.
At 8 PM.
Bit of a giveaway, isn't it?
A bit of a giveaway. We're going upstairs. A lot of people here. Apparently in the middle of summer there's over 1,000 people every day come for this. A couple of minutes to go, it is suddenly all gone very, very quiet.
don't think there's very much to this place to keep you entertained for a while, for very long, but there are some bars. We may have been to some. But it is beautiful. God.
I may have said it before, I do like a town square.
Morning. We had a lovely time in Ypre. Weren't expecting to be there. It was very nice. Less than 24 hours? Yeah, less than 24 hours. After seeing the Men in Gate last night, we went and had a couple of beers, which you have to do when you're in Belgium. That's kind of the law. And Tom got to have one of his favourite beers, a Roddenbach.
Roddenbach.
Well, definitely one of his favourites. So this morning we went for a quick walk back through the city centre, town centre, and we did a bit of geocaching, had a nice walk around the ramparts. This morning we've come not very far down the road to a place called Plug Street Memorial. And one of my relatives is on the memorial here, and I knew nothing about this until last year. Take two. Battery failed. Change of battery, here we go. So Sam, my sister-in-law, did some research into it and discovered that we have a relative here at this memorial. We think he's my great-granddad, so we think he is my dad's dad, but we're not sure. My dad died last year, so I can't ask him if he remembers what his granddad was called, but I've just asked my aunt and she thinks there is definitely some Henrys, and this guy is called Henry, in the family tree, so she'll let me know later. So we're going to go and find his name on the memorial, and there's a visitor centre here as well, so we might be able to find out some more information.
So here we are at the great big memorial. We've just been to a little place called the Plug Street Experience, which is actually behind. We thought it was all linked together, but it's a privately run company showing what happened in World War One. Lovely lady there helped Claire find where her great granddad's name is written on the boards here. This is the Royal Berks Cemetery extension, and across the road is called Hyde Park Corner. Again, the Royal Berks, they must have been here in force. So the lovely lady helped us find more information about Claire's granddad. We found out his service number, and he was from the East Yorkshire Regiment. We're going to go and see his name on the wall here.
Later we drove to a canal-side park-up for the night in the village of Thieu, ready to take our bikes and explore part of the Canal de Centre that hosts 4 boat lifts. It did rain most of the day, but apparently that's part of the fun when you're cycling. These boat elevators are driven entirely by hydraulic power and are a UNESCO World Heritage Site. They lift boats 66 metres in total. However, they are now only used for tourism since the new strepy-thieu elevator was completed in 2002. River traffic has significantly increased since the opening of the new elevator, and it allows ships to transverse the climb in 40 minutes rather than the 3 hours that it used to take in the old lifts.
So a couple of hours later, we were following the canal along. We found this huge, great big tower in the distance. So we thought we'd come and have a look. This is a sloping lock, and just as we've parked up, the boat's on the way up. You can see a boat in there.
Known as the Ronquerolles Inclined Plane. An inclined plane is a type of cable railway used on some canals to raise boats between different water levels instead of locks. Having taken 6 years to build, it was opened in 1968 and was built to reduce delays imposed by the 14 normal locks that had been needed for the canal to follow the local topography. If you've enjoyed this video, please comment below and let us know. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and join us next time as we head to Hulebos to see the annual bluebell explosion.